Hello, welcome to MX Network News. I'm Doshon Farad. Another case of police brutality regarding officers and a black male has taken place again, this time in Louisiana. On August 25th, an attorney for a 12-year-old boy arrested after riding a dirt bike in Plaquemines Parish has released a disturbing dash cam video from a parish patrol car that he says shows the youth being roughly pulled off the bike by a Plaquemines deputy, then stopped by another uniformed deputy. The sheriff's office, in a post on its Facebook page, says the video shows only a small clip of what occurred on February 19th of this year, when it says deputies pursued 4 ATVs and a dirt bike that were flaunting traffic laws and creating dangerous situations. The 8-second clip provided to WWL-TV by attorney Ryan Thompson appears to show a deputy rushing toward someone, mostly out of camera range, and then pulling him off the vehicle and throwing him to the ground beside a paved road. The sheriff's office said the incident occurred on Woodland Highway, the same roadway that saw a highly publicized chase involving 2 ATVs this past May that resulted in severe injuries to both a deputy and one of the ATV riders. In the brief video, as the deputy goes to the ground, the ATV flips on its side. In an exclusive interview with WWL-TV, Thompson said his client, who lives in Algiers, suffered a broken leg and concussion.
She could visibly see that there were rocks, pebbles, embedded in this child's face. And she asked what happened to my child. There was no response to that.
Thompson rejects the charges as false, saying the video shows no crimes by his client, but does show the deputies flagrantly violating his client's civil rights. The sheriff contends the clip is cut to only show a fraction of the encounter and doesn't show what happened prior to the deputy grabbing the dirt bike, nor what happened afterward.
About the concussion or the fracture in this child's leg, you can't complain about something you don't know happened. This child didn't remember he was knocked unconscious.
They also say that the youth did not exhibit any signs of injury after the incident. The sheriff's office says, quote, he refused reasonable demands to get off the dirt bike, which led him physically struggling with deputies while avoiding attempts to be handcuffed. Deputies proceeded to use necessary force to effect the arrest. Thompson also included a video of the boy, with his face blurred, recounting his version of what happened.
He's going to turn around and I'm looking back, I'm like, is he trying to make us get out the area? Is he trying to chase somebody else? I'm trying to figure out. Is he trying to come after me? But then once I figured out that they was actually trying to pursue me, that's when right whenever I actually thought that's whenever the cop came in front of me and cut me off. So that's why I swerved over to the the right side where the train tracks is. I turned the bike off, and then he jumped out the car and ran up to me and pulled me off the bike. I was on the ground with the bike on me, with a very hot bike on me.
In the video, the boy says 2 police units drove up to him, one of them racing ahead and cutting him off, causing him to stop the bike along the side of a road. At that point, a deputy from the car behind him, according to him, jumped out of the car and ran up to him and pulled him off the bike. In an emailed statement accompanying the video, Thompson wrote, quote, while the first deputy is lying on top of my 5'4", 135-pound, 12-year-old client, the second deputy runs over and violently kicks and stomps on my client.
I've never seen anything like it. I've seen it, again, at the beginning of an LSU football game, right? But it's a pigskin. And my client's head is not a pigskin.
You do something to this, as egregious as this to a child in February, and there's no one to hold you accountable for it, you feel almost emboldened to continue to do these things.
My client never resisted these large adult deputies, never. Thompson goes on to demand that the deputies be fired immediately and arrested. The sheriff's office says it was handling a dangerous and volatile situation in a manner that it needed to in order to protect the public. I'm Doshon Farad. You're watching MX Network News.
911, what is your emergency?
Yeah, I need the cops to come to get.
What's going on there?
And I just killed somebody.
Violence is exploding all over the United States of America. Crimes within the Black community are especially being highlighted at this time. Are these crimes a passion, revenge, or is this just a time to kill? Let's examine these horrific stories, and we are praying that the families and loved ones of these victims find some sort of peace and justice.
Everybody watches MX Network. It's where the real voices meet the masses.
So what the hell are you waiting